Restriction of counter.
And again, sorry.
Why? Only when at the beginning and the end we'll have to say something.
You've got your invitations, you've got your shields, and your flights. And let's hear it in race. You guys have 1 hour 15 minutes. Good luck. You may begin. Thank you.
There we go. Okay, so round four of stage 3 competition now from Hannover System Open, commonly called the top 8. OJ Hemmings from Derby in the UK playing Miranda Nim.
Nim is next.
Faces off against Tobias Mix. Very local. He only lives about 45 kilometers away. He drove here in about 40 minutes. Stayed at home last night. Wasn't too much effort for him. He's already been on the German stream twice this weekend, so they weren't interested in having him. So I said I'll have him. I've got OJ. That gives me the British audience something to look at. I've already had like 3 Polish people on this weekend. No need to further stroke the egos of the Polish audience. There we go. And I'm supposed to be joined shortly by Seb Brady. We'll see if he makes it. Meanwhile, I've got OJ's brother. You're his little brother, yeah? Nobody wants to hear Ashok. So, whereas OJ's going for the pursuit, OJ wanted a joust, but Dash and him have decided, Tobias has decided he wants to kite OJ through the asteroids. You want me to switch it off?
No, I don't care.
Okay.
I'm just wondering if
People can hear you. I can hear you right now.
You just do this as more as a conversation, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
so
I can't.
OJ's actually going for dash. He's target locking Nim to scare him away.
Of course.
The Nim loadout is expertise with Engine.
Uh-huh.
So OJ's hopefully can PS kill it.
Because you played against Tobias yesterday, did you say?
No, I've not played Tobias.
Oh, so who?
He played against Jack Mooney.
Oh. Okay.
So expertise makes the TLT super accurate, but he's got no points for harpoons. It's not that scary in him. It's 2 damage a turn.
Mm-hmm. No, he just got the bomblet, and whereas OJ's got a heavy damage output from his bombs with Sabine, and stacked on those bombs with thermal detonators and ion bombs, and bomblet and ion bombs on Miranda. So
Tobias's Nim has got to turn away here, because if he comes in, he's eating an ion, and then he's never setting a dial again before he dies. He'll 2-turn here, or aggressive.
Next focus. Nim launches a bomb.
Yeah, say 2-turn away.
So, after this boost,
using the bomblet there to try and block off a route through the asteroids, yeah? Making it that they can't pursue him into the asteroid field. They have to go a long way around. So OJ would probably barrel roll right here. No?
OJ's not scared of that bomblet. There's no.
But he's going for dash, yeah?
Yeah, so it's a
Okay.
feint out, so he's now running away with the other Nim. Dash isn't in a great position to run. I mean, what's his options? 4 straight into Nim's back, 3 hard towards the board edge, come in and eat Miranda's harpoon as well.
Okay, obviously you're going to do a lot more talking, so move that closer.
I wasn't planning on talking. You know me, I can't seem to shut up once I start.
And yeah, and Seb Brady is AWOL. I don't even know if he knows I'm up here or where I am exactly. I think he does. I think he does. He does. No. Don't worry about it. He knows where I am.
Yeah.
He knows where I am. He saw me appear from behind the Batcave curtain yesterday.
It's a great little spot. Nice and cool.
Well, yesterday was terrible. Yesterday was terrible. It was yesterday. The table went this way, and I was here, and there's a breeze.
Yeah.
And I was getting like that. And when I switched the camera, the light was blocked off, so I just ended up being in the shadow.
Yeah.
And so the last night I switched it around. I've made it a lot more kind of like a cozy den.
So Miranda's 2 turning or 3 banking in. I think OJ will throw a thermal forward and probably 1 bank with Nim, just to keep his options open. He can barrel roll away from that bomblet if he needs to, but it threatens the harpoon on Dash, and the stress on Dash is hugely limiting.
Absolutely. This Dash doesn't have any kind of Kane and Carl.
Nope, and no engine and no countermeasures. Yeah. So he's very predictable.
Yeah. Especially when stressed.
Yeah.
He's only got like 3 green maneuvers, isn't it?
Yeah, 1 forward, 1 bank, 2 forward.
Try and get this computer into a better position. So we've got all rebels in the top 8. So nothing to prevent a rebel final now. Live update. And if you want, I could just quickly go over the lists that are in the top 8. Give me a second here. So we have on one of the tables Sasha Wagner, low 4 Rebel Fenral Zeborelius against Arkadiusz Carlo, playing the same thing. We've seen them both on stream already today. We've got Gregor Kasowski playing Nora Wexley, Lorik Fenral. That game is being currently recorded for the YouTube channel First Earth later. He's playing against Matthias Wagner with Nim Miranda. Tobias and OJ we're watching, and then the other game that's on stream is Miranda, Crimson Specialist and a Grey Squadron against Lorik, Fenral and Miranda Donny. So lots of Miranda knocking around.
Hi, ladies and members. Round 4 hearings are now up on the Facebook group. They will be going around the room in a couple of minutes.
You're not in hyperspace.
Okay. So I was just sitting here to watch.
Right, okay.
Do you want me to take a look for Seb for you, so you got someone to commentate
If you see
with?
Seb around there, make sure to remind him that he said he wanted to.
I think I've got a guy I played yesterday who we were just talking about a rematch.
Okay.
See you in a bit. Have fun.
See you later.
Hold the ball. Shooting, I think is no. So, another focus on it.
Then you go back to Dart. So not obviously Tobias playing very cautious, realizing that OJ's got high level of damage output with Sabine and bombs and harpoons. What's this say here? camera's very dark. Once they put me on stage, the stage has spotlights only. There's no real ambient lighting, which is when you're out there is perfectly good lighting, but obviously the camera can't take the top-down lighting. It just kind of gives too much shadow on the players. The last couple of weeks, 2 weeks ago, I got complaints there was too much glare. So there you go. You've got the opposite of glare this time. In retrospect, I could have, I don't know, maybe I could have mounted everything to be the other side of the table, so you could just see the black curtain in the background. But I do like to be able to have a camera that shows what's going on in the rest of the room. In this case, the background light's just too bright for the foreground. Also, this opportunity while I'm alone to remind you all, thank you all very much for the contributions to Patreon. It is imperative to allow me to do what I'm doing. Not only does it encourage me a lot as well to improvise and try out new ideas, such as the MOV bar you can see at the bottom of the screen, which you'll see it once ships get destroyed, shifts backwards and forwards, showing exactly how the game's playing. Right now in top 8, and it still says top 8 in, I've got to get rid of that. Right now in top 8, that's not a big of a deal, but you know, it definitely makes it a bit more interesting when you're watching a Swiss game to be able to know exactly how people are going to have their MOV afterwards. So obviously, right now, every single penny I get through Patreon goes to paying for travel expenses and other expenses for making these tournaments. I've been very lucky that I've been offered the opportunity to do as many opens as I wanted to do, and I'd like to keep on going. The opens are a very special tournament. I enjoy them a lot, and I'm happy to be able to come along and make sure that everyone at home is able to follow their friends in something that they enjoy doing.
See it?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Okay, you can. Das wollte ich jetzt beschnuppern. So, this is start the combat. Focus for money. You can start.
Nothing.
No?
Nothing.
Maybe not.
Nothing.
Okay.
No range for any attack.
So, next.
Back to dials. So Tobias basically just getting what he wants. He's not entering into an engagement yet.
We'll be starting in approximately 5 minutes, so find the table. Like your parents say hello, it's so comfortable. Emily will be here. Thanks very much.
Give me 1 second. Oh, hang on. Let me take a shortcut. So right now the game being played on stream is on my stream we'll be playing the other game that's being recorded, and Cyril is on the other stream, and whoever wins that game, we'll probably have whoever wins between Cyril, Misha and Arkadiusz Sasha for the next game, the semi-final.
Yep. With dash, I choose to ignore obstacles. Can you hold them? And focus more.
So obviously a lot of keep away happening here. We've still not had any attacks at range. Yeah, well, you'll need another chair.
Straight boost.
Given the wrong time.
We weren't given the wrong time.
Someone told me the wrong time.
It was up on the board. You use this one. I'll be a bit more quiet because there's still a whole bunch of stuff I'm messing around with. I'll let you two take the reins. Pass me over that chocolate there.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Joined
Is this one live?
They're all live.
Oh.
Joined by Seb Brady and Oliver Pocknell.
Hello.
Hello.
Have you all seen what's going on?
From looks of it, OJ's doing a standard slow engagement. So what we've got, So we have Miranda and we have Nim from OJ from the UK, and we have Tobias flying Dash and Captain Nim as well. Tobias beat the guy that knocked me out, flying against Ray and Lyric. Looked like a really close game at the end. His Dash managed to just finish off Ray before he got halved. If Ray had managed to run away and half Dash, then she would survive and win the game on points. So looked like a tight game for Tobias in the top 16, but we'll see. Now he has to deal with torpedoes and bombs being thrown at his face.
And who doesn't love that?
I don't know. It's a fun game against Nimiranda. By fun, I mean it's thinky. Like you, admittedly, I have advanced senses cardo, so I kind of get to think for a bit and then think some more. But yeah, we'll see.
It just makes one of those engagements where you know you have to get it right first time. So
yeah, absolutely.
It was when they deployed, OJ set up to joust, and Tobias came along his deployment edge before skirting around the asteroids.
Right.
So I mean,
if I was on time, I'd have seen that.
Yeah. Well, yes. So basically, everyone you can blame Seb, and I just came along for the ride. So yeah, it's all good. It looks interesting here. I mean, personally, I would try to kill Dash first, but from the looks of this,
I was going to say Nim looks quite on his own here. Unless he's baiting.
If I was Tobias, I would do a hard 2 and a barrel roll with Nim here, and hard 1 and barrel roll with Dash. Just try and force those two ships back together. Get them to chase one of them.
Whose bomb is which?
Right, so the bomblet in the middle of the asteroid field is Tobias's, and the ion bomb towards the northwest of the board is Nim from OJ.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So whose deployment edge is this one? Is this?
So on the right hand side is Tobias.
You can see this screen here. It tells you which side the names are.
So Tobias sort of.
Thanks.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, but Tobias has worked his way around the board. It looks like.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, we're catching up here. It's fine. It's okay.
I've just got to deal with more snarky comments off Simon.
We've
had 2 days of this now.
Well,
we can offer him a beer as well.
We can deal with this. And just in case you didn't notice, Seb, it looks as if Ray has 2 focus tokens on her at this point.
Do you want to just drive that knife in deeper?
A little bit. I'll see what I can do. You're meant to be playing me later and blowing me up with harpoons, so we'll see what happens.
No, a lambda shuttle.
Well, you hit me with the harpoons, then you blow me up with the lambda shuttle. That's how it works, right?
Well, there's the hard 1 and barrel.
So one of the things we wanted to point out is OJ made it pretty clear early on that Dash was his target of priority. Well, it didn't make it clear, but that was the suggestion made by Ashok, whilst OJ was feinting by moving target locks onto Nim.
Well, yeah.
So that's probably why Tobias has kept Dash so far removed and has kind of led forward with Nim in an effort to try and get them to chase Nim instead, so that Dash can outflank.
I mean, we had a bit of a chat before going into this game. There we go. There's the hard 2. And I agree with both Ashok and OJ. Dash is the correct first target here. However, if he can wipe off Nim in a turn, which is very, very easy with when you're flying Nim and Miranda, kill the enemy Nim in one go, then you still have 2 ships to deal with Dash. So
we have an engine upgrade now.
Yep, he has expertise as well. He's not veteran instincts, so that means.
Oh, this is the one you actually told me about before.
Yeah. It's I was looking forward to playing against this because Kylo likes eating pilot skeleton. Yeah, but with expertise, it means his TLTs are super reliable.
Yeah.
But of course, he has the pilot skill disadvantage when it comes to throwing out bombs. Miranda is coming in hot. I think OG has one thing on his mind, and that is harpoons.
I don't know, it looks like it could be a bomb.
Maybe. We'll see.
Definitely
a bomb?
Definitely looks like that would be a bomb.
I think it might clear.
No.
No?
No, bomb.
Okay, bumps into the pack. That's actually... Yeah, they could have been a lot worse from there.
Depends where Nim's going now.
No, Nim's just going too far. This is fine.
Everything is fine.
And importantly as well, because that is OJ's iron bomb that's sitting in the middle there. Yeah, so Dash has to be really careful here. Really, really careful, because he's... if he hard ones to the right and barrel rolls, he will probably still get caught by the bomblet. I mean, very happy to let that bomblet go, take some speed damage. So Dash is going to...
Well, the bomb was Tobias, it's just the iron bomb.
Oh, sorry, the iron bomb, yeah.
Don't forget bomb himself.
I caught myself, yeah. So, go left or right. If I was Dash, I'd probably hard turn right and barrel roll backwards. I feel like there's a pair of 2 turns coming from OJ here, and...
I'd probably be going to the left, to be honest, I think. With Dash. But then I'm not a Dash player, and a lot of people know that.
The problem that you have with Dash is if you put Dash and your other ship in the same space, not only do you not get Lone Wolf, but it's very easy for your opponent to just point at the corner. You want Nim to be on one side and Dash to be on the other, and then you force him to chase one of them, and the other one just turrets the back.
Yeah.
But OJ has 2 turrets of his own. I think Tobias is going to need to keep an eye on the time here, and he has 50 minutes, so in that 50 minutes he's going to have to kill at least 1 ship, and yeah, that takes a while.
And then equally so, if you were Tobias, who do you want to be killing? Who is the priority? Because I always like to go for Miranda first, just to stop that late regen.
But in this case, he's got OJ's Nim's moving after him.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have the veteran instincts, so he wants to get that Nim off the table. while for Tobias's own nim is under threat from OJ's nim. For being able to move afterwards, barrel roll afterwards, drop bombs afterwards.
Just that PS killing element.
Yeah. The way that I see it, I think Tobias has two win conditions here. The first one is I don't think he's going for this one because he hasn't engaged yet. If he just burns down one of those ships as quickly as possible, he then uses the extra accuracy on his Nim to kill the other Nim. So, say for example, Dash and Nim ganged up on Miranda because she's the regen boat. You can't leave Miranda left until the end. You kill Miranda, and then Nim versus Nim. You would like to think that expertise will win over something else. Of course, compensating for the fact that the opposing Nim fires first, but yeah, we'll see. I don't think that's a very good tactic, and apparently Tobias does not either. If I was playing this game, I would actually be wanting to wait for a little while, go a little bit slower, because as long as you can keep Dash alive, if you keep Dash and Nim alive, or just Dash on full health, then you are winning against one of those ships. And if you wait for a little while, wait for the engage, and then you manage to kill one of OJ's ships, then you'll win on points at the end of the game. So I think OJ, the clock is OJ's enemy here. He wants to come in, he wants to kill things quickly, and he wants to catch harpoons on Dash.
Yeah.
He also wants to be careful to not trade Nim for Nim, because Tobias' Nim being a lot less points.
Exactly.
I was going to ask what's the points thing on here.
Nim will be around 45.
So Tobias, Nim is 48, and Dash is 52. For OJ, Nim is 49, and Miranda's 40.
Right, okay.
So OJ's got a 3 point.
I was going to say, so we got a bid in there.
Interestingly enough,
Ollie cracks open a cold one.
Well, I have to have some way of drowning my sorrows.
Because you were Top Gun yesterday.
Is it still too soon?
So, for anyone that doesn't know,
this is the Ollie Pocknell.
I hate you, Sam. So yeah, I played my top 32 game against Robert, very, very nice man from Germany. He is flying Nim and Lyric, as I mentioned earlier, and well, it got down to an end game of Ray against Kylo. Kylo's winning on points, easy. I have 4 hull left. Somehow I take a damage sensor crit. Not normally a problem until 7 turns in a row later. You still have the damage sensor crit. So yeah, 7 dice, 7 blanks, 7 eyeballs, and I was only a little bit salty.
Just a little, but you're okay now, right?
I'm cracking open a beer. Does that answer your question?
Drown in the sorrows.
It was a very good game.
Nothing.
Oh.
Safety focus.
Showing off that shiny system open swag.
No range.
No range.
So it's par for the course so far.
I'm not surprised. I really like Tobias's position with Dash here. Miranda, unless she wants to be pointing directly at a rock,
Doesn't have a good shot.
does not have a good next turn.
The only thing I can think of, but again, it's all down to the perception of the screen there, is the too hard.
Oh no, the too hard will fit, but
Between them.
then if...
But it's not in a good position
So-
because if Dash just goes slow,
Exactly.
it's straight through.
Exactly. If Dash goes forwards, then you have a problem. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Oliver, what would you say regarding the fact that we've got all rebels in the top 8?
I'm surprised, honestly. There was a lot of very, very good Imperial and a couple of very good Scum lists as well. I feel like it's just happened that they've gone the way of the Imperials. I watched Yelta, I think it was Yelta, from the Amsterdam Squadron. Yes, friends with Farn, if those of you who know Farn. He's another very, very good player. He's flying a Kylo. He was flying the Palpatine shuttle Omega and Kylo. Had a very close game with a Russian man that I played in round 5 of the Swiss yesterday. Unfortunately for him, his Kylo just got finished off by Miranda at the end of the game. It would have been Kylo winning on points against Miranda, but she did the full dice tilt even. Yeah, I think
Okay.
There was a very good chance for a lot of the Imperials to get through, including the Imperial player, I think it's Andreas from Copenhagen, that OJ played. And there were some very, very close matches in the top 16. I think it's just luck and dice. I don't think we should read too much into it, honestly. There is a lot of strong Rebel lists, but also a lot of strong Imperial and Scum lists.
As the situation goes in top 8, there's currently a mirror match of Lowfall Fen Rebel.
Good.
Well, I was going to say a lot of people are going to be happy.
Yeah, well, that's 2 in a row because I just had one.
Oh, really? All right. You answered my question. I was literally about to ask what I'll do the rate list.
There were 3. Then we've got, let me see here. I've got, on the other stream, we've got Cyril Buchner playing Miranda Donny's Crimson Specialist and a Grey Squadron.
Aha, nice.
So that got through.
He did. He's still in.
Yeah, he's still in from Switzerland. And he's playing against, it's not easy to look at the screen like this. Lorik, Fen Rao and Miranda Donny.
Yep, that's the Russian man. What is his name? He's with him.
Misha?
Yeah, Misha from Russia. Very nice guy.
Yeah, Misha Mikiv.
Yep.
We've got, go through to the next one. We've got Tobias against OJ, which we're watching ourselves. We've got Gregor against Matthias, which is Matthias is playing Nim Miranda, and Gregor is playing Lorik Fen Nora Wexley.
Oh, the James Finlayson version.
Yeah.
And then you got on the other table Sasha against Arcadius playing Lowfall Rebels too.
So that's twice in a row now that Arcadius has run into the Fen matchup. So
I bet everyone else in the court is happy.
I think so. I think if the Lothal Fens knock each other out, then well, I think it'll make it interesting. It's nice to see a Nim and Dash. We haven't seen this in a while. Now this is very interesting. I think that Tobias has made quite a big mistake here.
What with the turning away?
Well, the problem that he has is that if he'd have tried to sneak behind Miranda and Nim, he could have got good, reliable shots off, and probably, if he did take a harpoon, only take one.
Okay.
Now that he's turned away, he may not get shot by harpoons, but he has the problem that next turn, they know where he's going. They just have to keep on going straight, and eventually they will catch him with harpoons. They may have to take a bomblet to do it, but I think that's worth it. And alternatively, as you can see, Nim has come in, and he's turned in. In which case, I take back, I'm apparently wrong, and he made a good decision. I'm not shaking your hand.
So Nim, Tobias's Nim is quite nicely done here now. Because he's, well, the way I see it is that basically now Miranda, if like you said, he's got the ordnance, but especially with Tobias's Nim, he can then now try to get, he's going to get a free attempt here, especially next turn with a harpoon straight onto OJ's Nim.
This is a big deal. Is it out of range? It's out of range.
Yeah,
okay.
It's out of range.
OJ got away with that one.
Because,
sorry, carry on, Tim.
Because you won't get Miranda. Depending on where he goes, Miranda and Nim can't focus fire onto Tobias's Nim at this point, and that's just the way I think when I play. So obviously I'll probably be wrong, but it's your own bomblet, so you're not really afraid of going to there. But equally so, you know, if you can get a free harpoon shot off,
yeah, exactly.
into his Nim, and you've got Dash still in the same amount of range, I mean, he's going to have to turn away or turn in. And if you get that harpoon and the heavy laser cannon, his Nim is in a seriously bad.
It's going to hurt. OJ needs to make a serious decision here. Either he turns in, because I think if he does a hard two with both ships, he can probably hit Tobias's Nim with both of his ships. If he goes fast, if I was Tobias, I would probably just do the one forward or the one bank.
I was going to say I'd be doing the one bank.
And then Miranda is probably out of range. So I imagine Miranda will probably do a 3 bank up the top. Nim may even turn away, do a hard 2.
I'm just going to say I'm completely wrong here because Nim doesn't have harpoons on Tobias.
No.
So it's
that's a good point.
So I'm just ignore everything I said.
You don't want to take primary weapon shots.
Or anything that starts to single out, because it soon adds up on a 1 agility ship.
It does. It does. And how fast is he going?
Looks like a 2. Yeah, 2 bank.
Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Interesting engagement here. Let's see. Let's see what OJ does.
Probably deciding with trajectory simulator at this point.
You can't anymore. You can't genius trajectory.
been that long since I've played it. Everyone keeps going on about it. Last time I played it was pre-nerf.
The problem with the old one was obviously that you could at this point just throw a bomb forwards, which would be really strong. But
He's going for the time.
I'm glad they fixed that. He has expertise. A single focus won't do much against TLT, so make sure your shots hit.
Count. Yeah. The 3 dice primary.
Oh, this. Yeah, OJ wants it. You can see him.
Yeah.
Trying to get that arc. I think that's in. Here comes the harpoon. Yep. That is in. That is in range.
In.
Yeah, double harpoons coming in.
Oh dear.
Nim is in for a painful turn. However, it's going to be unlikely that OJ will kill him in one round unless he gets very lucky. Maximum hits with the harpoons and the harpoon title will do 9 if you don't get any evades and if you roll maximum damage. So we'll see what happens here.
No problem.
Let's try and tag lock him in. Can't get it. I can't.
So it's interesting now to see if Dash is going to be in range to help focus fire onto Nim. Still just trying to get used to your screen.
Why? What's wrong with it?
No, it's just perception, isn't it? I can't do it because it's on a slant.
Yeah,
I'm always bad at doing that. But you're probably very, very experienced at doing it by now.
Maybe. I do notice a lot of people tell me things like, "Oh, it looks like that's not nowhere near," and yeah, it can be pretty clear to me when arcs in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So maybe that's more than anything for experience, but
well, he's definitely out of range now.
I prefer this angle. Basically, it gives it more of a natural feel, like you're stood next to the table watching it.
Yeah.
Rather, the top-down ones, it kind of confuses me, especially when you get big ships like the Decimator or the Ghost. You can't even see the base. So
okay, that makes sense. So they haven't even got dice out yet.
Yeah.
It's a good stuff.
Nim, TLT is Nim.
So TLT Nim against Nim.
So first one.
OJ's Nim fires TLT. You got 1 hit, 1 crit, and a blank.
Triple hit, 2 shields. So damage race will get ahead here if he just rolls up 3 natural hits.
Yeah.
So
now once again TLT on Nim. Takes damage.
Oh, he's just going for the TLT.
Yeah.
Then the lock. There we go. 2. So it's 2 for 2. I'd have probably done the primary there, to be perfectly honest, but try and push that extra 3rd damage through. So here come the missiles now. He's burning his shield as well. So the 2 Nims just TLT'd each other for 2 each.
Interesting.
Miranda's just Miranda's just dropped.
So
and that literally looks like 4
1,
hits
2,
and a
3,
crit.
4 in a crit. 1 evade.
So 3 shields and a crit.
3 shields and a crit.
Depends what the crit is.
And the crit is
Console fire.
console fire.
Could be worse.
Dash cannot shoot.
Importantly, Dash was out of range that turn.
Yeah, he barrel rolled out with him. We reckon he probably was in range before the barrel roll.
Yeah. Well, it was the correct decision to barrel roll because otherwise he was taking 2 harpoons. Do we know? So how many harpoons does OJ have?
OJ's only spent 1. He's got extra munitions on Miranda.
Yep.
So on Nim, he's also got extra munitions. So he's still got 3.
I feel like
harpoons left.
he's definitely saving his harpoons for Dash. He's definitely saving those harpoons for Dash.
If you get that double harpoon off in 1 turn onto Dash, there's no amount of lone wolf that can save you.
No, I mean, okay, you roll 2 dice, you still take all the shields. Especially if Miranda then spends one.
The next thing that's just going to happen with Miranda now is she'll just TLT someone just to get that shield back up.
Yeah, I think OJ will have to be careful with the trajectory simulator bomblet. Because there's unlimited bombs, there's no reason for him to not. Oh, there seems to be questions going on here.
48 and 52.
They're checking the point values of the ships.
Ah, there we go. I'm surprised OJ didn't know that off the top of his head from the way in.
To be fair, I'm really bad for it. I don't think I ever sit there and the first thing I do is sit and look at points. I just play and then figure it out.
OJ's list is handwritten. If that gives you any information.
Well, that's The man deserves a slap. Hey, I printed off 5 copies of my list because I always lose them. So I think it's a really important aspect, and not just from someone who is known for running to time. It's a really important aspect to know all the points values. For example, the Kylo list that all the Kylo lists that the big players have been drawing up recently. So the one that Yelta and Farn were using, Kylo is over 48 points, or it has to be 48 points at least, because that means that once you kill the Fen shuttle with the Ghost and you half points the Ghost, you are always going to be winning with Kylo left on the board against the Ghost.
Ah, makes sense.
So you win by a single point if you have a Flight Assist Astromech and a 48 point Kylo. So it's important to have not just the 47 points with this full build, but a 1 point initiative bid. And yeah, things like this matter when you get down to 2 players who are a very good level. It's the small margins that can win you the game. So OJ being careful just to make sure that he knows the points. He will have worked out how many points that Dash is at half, and not that it's that important in this game. But he will also have worked out that if he trades his Miranda for Dash, then I believe it comes down to final salvo, if I remember correctly, because it's 52 points for Dash and 52 points. No, 49.
No, because we've got a 3-point bid, so OJ will have destroyed more points.
So all he needs to do for OJ's win condition is he needs to make sure that he kills Dash.
Yeah.
If Dash is fully dead, he wins. As long as he doesn't lose all of his ships.
Yeah.
Now that surprises me.
Yeah.
Why not throw a bomblet? I mean, okay, that's where you're going to be, but...
Well, probably to stop you taking 2 bomblets in the first place. Is he going to try get rid of the crit? He was trying to block Nim at the end of the day, I guess. What he's doing.
I can't see that OJ would have been...
I don't think he'd turn in.
OJ wouldn't turn in. There's a threat of having 2 bomblets in that space. He can't risk turning in.
Yeah.
I think this is the turn that OJ just decides to go and TLT things.
There we go. He's going to flip the console.
Yeah, he has to flip the console fire. I think what happens here is, Tobias loses his Nim.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there we go. It's the turn away.
Yep.
Just guaranteed. You know what you're doing.
Miranda goes out. Make sure she doesn't get shot by Dash. I imagine Nim may do the same thing here. If he can do... here's the hard 2. And if OJ is sensible, I think he will barrel roll away from Dash. And that will be another turn. Very clever. Genius. So he's bombed himself, and there's the barrel roll. Nim hopefully will take 2 damage from that. And also, important thing to note, the other bomb there is an ion bomb.
Do you want to pause your bomb?
So,
Looks like the
if he
thermal
wants-
might clip himself.
well, if he wants... There he goes. He doesn't care. It will, because he's geniused it.
Yeah, there we go.
But it shuts off the other Nim's expertise, it does him 2 damage, and now all he needs to do is do 2 damage to it with Nim, and he may even kill him before he fires. Only 1 hit.
And there's
There's
the
an
squiggle,
evade.
so
Okay,
we're
so
gonna have
Miranda will have to fire. And there's 2 hits, so he has 1 health left.
just focus firing into Nim, it looks like.
That makes sense. 1 damage. on
Miranda
him.
will just regen it.
Yeah, there is no point choosing Miranda. He doesn't have expertise, absolutely. Only a single hit. Same
That's
difference. So Nim takes a single shield, down to 6 hull. And now Miranda kills the other Nim. There it is. Okay. First blood to OJ. And he regens. Oh, he rolls the second anyway. Okay. Maybe I miscounted the cards, but he's definitely dead now.
no shot from Dash.
Now Dash has a very uphill battle.
I was going to say uphill struggle from Dash. However, he's got a bit of time to just quickly get in there and start trying to put a bit of damage through onto Nim.
There is a, yeah. I mean,
it's going to take a while for Miranda to get back round to Nim.
I can see Dash 3 banking downwards
to the left.
Yeah, he doesn't, because his own bomblet is going to explode this turn, so he can't go towards that.
Yeah.
Maybe a hard 3.
Would the 3 bank put in range of that iron bomb?
Does it matter?
Don't know.
Sabine damage, I suppose. Yes.
You want to be pretty conservative at this point. You don't want to be throwing away unnecessary shields,
well, the
and you don't want to be predictable.
True. The 3 bank will put him on the rock, so he'll have to barrel roll anyway.
Right. Okay.
If I was OJ, Nim would be doing a 2 bank towards the edge of the board. So as in 2 bank to the right. And then a barrel roll just to get as much distance from Dash as possible. And maybe even Miranda, instead of coming to chase Dash, Miranda comes around back to the left, so they can provide a united front against the big scary turret.
Big heavy turret flying around the board.
You can see from Tobias' body language here, he's not very happy.
Just under 30
He maybe feels like he's been outplayed a little bit at the moment. Which I don't think he has. I think he's had to be careful not to take 2 harpoons onto Dash.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate for him
But
that
it might
he
have been
didn't
one of
manage to
them.
get
He's
shots.
just playing it that little bit too careful,
Yeah.
allowed him, and as soon as he got the opportunity, he just allowed OJ just to drive it in, and that's exactly what's happened. He was careful, he kept running, kept them apart, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, if you're going to be
Nim
careful,
just got caught unstuck, and
you cannot let 2 of your opponent's ships pick on a single one of yours. It's, if you're going to be coming in and trading, then I mean, people talk about kill boxes in X-Wing, setting up multiple shots on a single ship. I know that someone with a shuttle and 3 gunboats has been doing that all weekend. But yeah, it's really important getting all of those shots on
one
your
time.
opponent's ship, wiping it off the board with very little return fire.
yeah. Even if there's not return fire, even if you're going to return some fire at all, to have 3 or 4 arcs, depending on what list you actually have, and it's just focus fire on one target. Even if something presents a better target, if you've got something damaged and you've got everything, just get that damage through.
Absolutely.
It's easy to say that, but obviously it all depends on the situation. But if you've got relatively unhurt ships, and you can pile 3 ships into one, you go for it.
Exactly. There's 2 rules in the damage race. Do not split your fire, and make sure all of your ships shoot the same thing.
Yep. And don't get greedy, and just because something's at range 1 and you get a nicer shot, don't take that if you can do some damage to something you already have.
Exactly.
Ignore it. So what greens does a H6 have?
It has a 1 forward, a 2 forward, a 3 forward, and the 2 banks. It's an interesting ship because it doesn't have the 1 bank as green. In this situation, it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
It's not like Kylo that you're used to this weekend where everything is green.
Yeah, I've never seen so much green in my life. No, it's actually the best move on Kylo's dial is the 4K with advanced sensors, because you can either choose to do the 4K after doing a boost or a barrel roll, so you can change the direction of the 4K.
Or just smash into something.
Alternatively, you do 2 actions beforehand and then do a white 2 forwards.
Yeah.
Which is,
My friend has done that. He's, it's funny because Kylo hasn't been as big as everyone seemed to make him out to be when he was announced.
It's hard to use.
Exactly, but there's a guy, Rob, at our local store in Stoke, has religiously flown. I think it's pretty much identical build to what you've been doing since it's come out, and he loves it.
And that's.
And he discovered that, like, hang on, that doesn't look good anymore, so I'll just PTL and just 2 white forward, and I'm still no better or worse off.
That's very interesting. So, from the looks of it, we've just had a message from Mr. Watkins. Arkadiusz has won the double ghost off, so we have our first Polish player in the top 4.
So he's turned the wrong way. Well, what we said everything would be to the left, and he's gone to the right.
Yep. I feel like he... And there we go, OJ is bringing ships back together. I feel like... Yeah, Tobias may just be... He's flying in the same way as he has been flying. He's being very non-committal with Dash. and just waiting for OJ's ships to come into his bubble. And I mean, I feel like he's made the mistake of assuming that OJ will come at him.
Yeah.
Here comes the barrel roll. Well, maybe not. We might just leave him there.
It's interesting though. Interesting. Because like what you just said, it's I'm gonna sit here, you come to me,
Yeah.
you'll engage on my ground, and OJ just hasn't fallen for it.
No, he doesn't have to. With Miranda and Nim, he has two ships that if anyone makes a mistake and comes near him, very good measurements. If anyone makes a mistake and comes near him, he can throw 2 bombs and 2 harpoons at them and do a large amount of damage before they do anything. All he needs to do is fly around the middle of the board and wait for Tobias to make a mistake. Even though if Tobias had killed 1 ship, he would be up on points, he actually has to be aggressive here. Because of the fact that those 2 ships move after dash, they can very easily just get out of range. And as you said, he has to be careful, but he can't be too careful. It's a hard game to play with dash. It's one of the reasons that I've given up playing dash and Poe. Is all the TLT, both the Ghost and Miranda Nim. It's very, very hard, and was the reason why I put Veteran Instincts on my dash in the first place instead of Lone Wolf, because when you're playing against Miranda,
You want to be able to.
Oh, I know where she's gone. You put it back at the Miranda player to guess, and that's when they make mistakes because they have to guess.
Well, they've got to be very committed. Do I slam or do I focus? And then you just go, oh, hello.
Exactly. You can react to whatever they do.
And Miranda doesn't like being out PS. Not when she has to guess.
Oh no, she was not.
She's one of them ships where you've got to be very confident in how you fire, because if you get it wrong, you can just get so damaged. It's irrecoverable.
Yeah, I will put my hand up and say I am a bad Miranda player.
Oh, I am. I'm a terrible Miranda player.
I don't understand it.
I can do Wardens. I cannot play Miranda.
How do other people's Mirandas just survive and mine explodes every time? It's getting her shot is a common mistake that I often make.
Yeah. So when you just say, "Well, oh, how do you do that?" So, well, don't let her get shot. Easier said than done.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. Yeah, it's always run away. That seems something that I would do, but apparently it doesn't work.
It seems to be with Miranda as well. I mean, the K-Wing's been out nearly 2 years.
A while.
Like, and with it being, and she's always been hard. She's never been easy to play.
It came out in August 2015.
Yeah. Okay, so over 2 years then.
Yes.
Because that's when I started playing, like the day it was released.
It was Wave 7.
Yeah. But if she was hard to play then, and there are still people playing her now, these players are very experienced Miranda players.
They've taken a lot of practice.
They know what they're doing.
It's I mean, just while these guys are thinking here, it's something I know a lot of places do advice for new players, but actually an advice for someone who wants to be better in a tournament is think about what ships you've had practice with. Is there a ship out there right now which flies in the same way? For example, I spent my years learning the game playing Jake and Han, and a lot of A-Wing practice with Jake Farrell, and Kylo flies in exactly the same way. So it makes sense to me to fly him, because I can fly him well.
But with advanced sensors, you get to do some really cool stuff.
Oh,
it's just the whole boost barrel before moving.
It's Jake on steroids. It's amazing. Interesting.
Gonna barrel roll left.
I was going to say it's got a barrel. I'm just trying to think now. Is the width of the one movement template enough to get you out of range 1? Because obviously range 1 is bigger than the large base.
2.5 ship bases, so. No.
So he's going to take that.
However, he's going backwards.
Exactly.
If he
so you got
goes
the angle.
diagonally backwards, he might do. This is one that I wouldn't like to eyeball. He wants to, but he also knows. See, the other thing to remember here, there's 2 problems that he has. Problem number 1 is that rock is in front of him next turn. Not too much of a problem because he can barrel off it next turn.
But it's Miranda just charging straight in behind him.
Not just Miranda. If I was OJ, I might be considering the Talon Roll. Now we can't see the angle from this close, but the hard 3 might fit, and he has a target lock. And catching a harpoon to the face from dash.
In this situation right now, how bad would it have been to dash to just eat the bomb? It's got full shields.
Forces your action off next turn. to barrel roll you off that rock.
The issue with taking the bomb at this point.
I mean, if he'd have barrel rolled to the right, for example.
Oh, okay.
Being able to make sure that he stays in that engagement.
Whilst he needs to shoot, he also takes a harpoon and a TLT and the extra bomb.
Okay.
So OJ is going to let the ion explode here, so he may as well put down an extra one. I think that is a thermal, or is that another ion? I'm not sure. It's one of the FFG efficient acrylic tokens, I think.
It's the proton bomb.
Is it?
Isn't
it have
it?
protons on it?
I don't think he has protons, but isn't that the proton acrylic?
I think it's the proton acrylic, so that must mean it's the thermal. He's dropping the thermal, and it looked like it was out of range.
No, definitely not.
It's in. There we go. So we take a speed damage on dash.
Well, that's about the only thing I've called right this game. Asking how wide the base was to see if there's actually anything you could do about the bomb there.
If it's something you know about, it's guessing ranges.
Well, I've no idea. It's not like any of my lists I've played before rely on range control.
No, not at all. It's not as if you're used to flying big turrets.
Big turret?
Yeah,
little
turrets.
turrets.
Turrets with a big range. Yeah, now this is the issue, and as you were saying, Simon, is there a danger of sitting there and taking that bomb? Not this turn, but now, I mean, if he'd have stayed there, he would catch the tower.
He'd have been going in the same direction that the two ships are coming.
Yes.
Now he's kind of going towards the board edge.
Just straight with a 3-bank Miranda to close the range. He's got the focus, he's got the shields. You're taking a 5-dice harpoon.
But you might not be taking one from Nim.
No, but it's very easy then to just start bugging. Miranda then can just slam into the donut next turn.
If Nim hard turns it,
yes.
Okay.
And then barrel rolls
back, something like that.
Yep.
He'd have art.
Yes.
Maybe.
And he has a harpoon.
Yeah. And Miranda's obviously going to go 3-back.
Oh wow, look at this. I didn't realise what he was doing.
We
oh wow,
that's
okay.
really cool. Yeah.
Simple things, everybody.
I'm excited by paints basically on the screen. So yeah. So we're in the world of football commentary. That's Simon.
Wow.
You amaze me. Keep on doing this. So
First
yeah.
Earth innovation at
I feel like
Please support on Patreon.
I feel like we just steamrolled Simon's attempt to actually talk about the X-wing. Yeah, absolutely. If he 2 hards and barrel rolls and then he 3 banks, that's 2 hoppings. He could maybe talon roll, because if for Nim a talon roll here would achieve the same thing. Maybe not get him as close though. So the more astute of you may notice that Dash has a problem. He cannot do a hard one to the left. That means...
Well, he can, but it's probably not advisory.
There's the talon roll, but he is now taking 2 harpoons. There's no way of dodging that.
Next turn
he's taking 2 fully modified harpoons. OJ, as I said, OJ's a very patient player. He's decided that he's not just going to shoot once. He's going to wait, make sure that Dash has as fewer focus as possible, and he's going to hit him all in one go. As you were saying, sir, kill once.
But he's forced him in now, because Miranda's now going to be behind Dash. Like, he's got to... I don't know what banks would fit, but it's very easy for Nim and Miranda just to get their harpoons off here, and you are going to get...
3 forward, 3 forward, done.
You've got 4 shields with Miranda. You're just going to burn one of them straight off for the incredible alpha strike here.
The only hope that Tobias has here is, I think, killing Miranda now, and maybe even lone wolfing it into a crit.
Yeah.
This is the point that he's.
What's the best play with Nim here? I'd be inclined for a 2-bank if that's green.
No, because you're not sure, because with Dash you could do the hard 3 and the barrel roll to the left, hoping that they get left.
That's what I'm saying. So you either there's the hard 3.
So I think Nim's correct call is maybe a 3 forwards or a 2 forwards, just getting close enough to make sure you get it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's one of them. It looks with the arc, because I mean now we've seen the 3 hard, but I mean back to planning, you could be doing anywhere from a hard 1, 2, or 3. And if you were then committing with the forward manoeuvre and then he turns in and you still miss that harpoon shot, look, the part of this is what's the best guaranteed move to recover the turn after?
I don't think it's recovering the turn after. It's all about getting the shot off. Yeah. And the move that guarantees a shot is a 2 forwards. From probably both ships actually. 2 forwards, 2 forwards. And unfortunately, I think Well, we'll see if that gets the asteroid. I think maybe Tobias was hoping to get... Oh, interesting. OJ, stop it. Yeah, see, I think this is where OJ was too careful. Has he done a 1 forwards with Nim? Probably. 2 forwards, yeah. See, Miranda might not be in range
2 bank. See, now I don't feel like an idiot with me saying about the 2 bank maneuver.
See, this is interesting. Look, at OJ's not Miranda twice now. He's nervous. He knows he's made a mistake.
He smells blood.
He knows he made a mistake. Is he focused? Does he remember? Like, what action are you taking? Come on. Take the focus. More reliable. There we go. Sorry.
Definitely going to hold that bomb.
Rubbing off. Yeah. Yeah. So why would?
So on the bright side, he does have 3 dice evade here, which is quite good for.
Yeah.
Harpoons.
Oh dear.
Target locks.
1 focus, 1 crit, no focus on a blank.
Dash can dodge this.
Makes 2 hits and a crit.
It's obstructed.
Yeah. It's obstructed.
2
Wow.
evade,
As I said, Dash.
That's a big swing for the damage race there. As far as I'm concerned, I'd be pretty happy if I was Tobias with that result. I'm not gonna lie.
I'd be ecstatic. He's
Harpoons.
5 dice.
So 5 dice off Miranda. Oh wow.
2 hits, 3 blanks. Target locks for an extra gets
2
3.
more blanks. No way.
Here comes the lone wolf.
One left, no? Harpoon?
There's 1 harpoon missile left.
He has 1. Okay. Yeah, so 3 8s.
Gets 2.
Lone wolf.
Lone wolf's a blank. Unknown.
And spend the focus.
Spends a focus to save it.
3 8s.
Wow.
That's unusual.
More luck. So,
Right, OJ just has to pick himself up here.
Nim?
Doesn't matter what damage you take. Oh,
Man.
no crit stick. So Nim takes 3.
3 damage for none with 2 missiles. One of which was a 5 dice. With a 5 dice.
Rough.
So we have Ash here now, OJ's brother. Anyone can just hear him. So
Yeah.
But where does Dash go from here?
Dash can't go anywhere.
1 bank onto the rock, 1 hard onto the rock, 3 bank, eat bombs.
Yep.
It was a bad turn, but the game is still over.
I agree. Miranda. I mean, Nim
Miranda
and
just 1 forward, focus and TLT.
Nim and Miranda agreed. Just TLT him into the ground now. As soon
Yeah.
as you do, how much time is left? You have 13 minutes. As soon as you half health dash, 4 more shields. Then
2 decent TLT turns away.
Then Miranda wins this game. There is not enough time for Dash to kill Miranda. I mean, I say that anything can happen with dice, but
Yeah, problem is if he kills Nim next turn for no damage.
unlikely. But then
Unlikely,
again, we
but-
just saw what happens.
Yeah. Generally though, where does Dash go?
I think Dash has to. He can't fall forwards and barrel roll because he'll take an arm bomb, which would be hilarious. But I think. Yeah, I think.
It's either a hard 1 and a barrel back, which leaves him open to getting bubbled,
I
or
think
it's a 2 or 3 forward.
it's got to be the 3 forwards. I think.
I'm on board with the 3 forward here.
Yeah.
And just-
in which case, Nim does a 1 bank and a barrel roll, ends up in the bubble. Miranda does
That 1 bank going to
a
pick
1
the rock
bank.
though.
I mean,
I don't think so, but we're at a weird angle here.
call me an odd optimist, but if he does do that and Nim is doing that 1 bank and no bubble, 0 trade-off shot.
Is in OJ's favour.
It is in OJ's favour because next turn obviously then he's got a weak. What bombs does Nim have left?
Yeah.
He's got another thermal to drop when he reveals.
But this is the thing. This is why I would do the barrel roll, because if you do the barrel roll next turn, Dash is probably taking whatever bomb you poop out behind you.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
And again,
This must be stressful for OJ.
yes.
Yeah, I would be pretty nervous if I was OJ.
See that for Tobias has to play fast. If he wants to win this game, he should play fast.
We're just coming to the 11-minute left mark now, so he's. At the end of the day, OJ's still winning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
but all it
if-
takes is 1 good HLC shot and Nim's off the board.
Yeah.
And then
Oh yeah.
Tobias is winning.
Nim is 49 points.
Yep. And Dash is 52. So for points killed, OJ would have killed 40.
Oh yeah, because it's 48 to 49, isn't it?
48
Yeah.
to 49.
So it'd be a 1 point lead.
All you need. However, there's some very angry TLT monkeys around. Interestingly enough though, Miranda is now out of harpoons. She's used both. And if I'm honest, it's a shame that there's a thermal there, because putting a thermal...
Well, we don't know if that's thermal or ion.
I believe it's a thermal. Ashok, do you know?
I think it's an ion.
Is it an ion?
Yeah, it's an ion.
Okay,
I
so-
thought those were the acrylic ions and didn't
Okay.
realise they were protons.
Okay. At least I'm right in that it was the
Yeah,
proton
it's-
bomb then.
it is
I
the
think they might be having a judge debate over what bomb it is.
Nice. So, I think
It's
they-
Tobias's hands.
Very nervous turn for both players here.
see the other thing to consider is that if you do a 3 forwards and you're in range, if that is an ion bomb, if you do a 3 forwards and Dash is in range of that bomb, he's dead. He's off the board.
You think he's in with the 3?
Could he not? If he frees,
would
could he not
you-
just barrel roll onto the bomb? Because then the iron bomb would just 1 4 and you just keep barrel rolling because they've got to fly away from you.
Nim is in the way. Dash moves first.
Yeah, but
barrel roll onto the rock. with
no,
it.
this is what I'm saying. So
Right.
well that's
he's going short. Okay, he's not risking taking the asteroid. Which is taking the bomb. Sorry. Which is a good call.
very shaky hands there from
Yeah.
Tobias showing the.
There's a lot of stress in this game.
To me, that looks like it's out of range one.
He thought, oh, it is. That is. But Tobias thought he was down and out, and now
He's actually in that turn probably.
it swung it. Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Is that going to fit?
No. That's not going to fit. No, don't move the base. Use another base. Okay.
Ah, clever.
Really? Seriously?
That fits. He's in.
Oh, imagine if Nin's 2 turned in.
No way.
I don't think the T10 will fit. He may have
Wow.
done one bank.
For real?
I mean,
I swear that back corner looks like it's hanging off.
Well, they've got the better
Miranda-
angle than us.
Yeah.
there's a rock in the way.
But it also means he's only going to have 1 focus token this turn.
Yep.
It all depends what Nim's done.
Oh, this is.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous
8
watching it.
minutes remaining. 8 minutes. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Unless he's confident he can bubble with Nim.
He's going away. Oh.
Well, didn't you call the one bank? You did
Yeah,
say
the
the one
wrong
bank.
way. I was
I was
expecting
thinking the
him
other
to
way.
just burn down Dash.
Yeah, because that puts him in
clever
HLC
OJ.
range.
So this is a, well, I have to say well done, because he kept his head when everyone else,
Isn't
like
he
in the
in-
commentary box, was
I
just
think he's
focused
in
on killing
HLC
Dash.
range.
I don't think so. I think that's out.
Oh.
Yeah, see, it's out.
But the slam hurts.
That's fine. Miranda can take this. Even
That.
better with taking that. Yeah, 2 hits. It's fine. She takes a single damage. Miranda's,
2 damage.
Miranda's happy. Now Nim goes.
There's not in
4 or 5. I think 5.
5's red.
Yeah, but doesn't matter.
Dash ain't
The-
gonna catch him.
The 4 forwards and the barrel roll is on the rocks, so you might as well do the 5 and then just 2 bank next turn.
Well,
It gives you more range.
Nim Dash has to hard turn here,
7 minutes remaining.
and Miranda can afford to be in the bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If Dash comes anywhere near Nim, he's taking bombs because he has to turn. And
And there's still the iron bomb on the board.
That was
Exactly.
Or
good
thermal.
range judgment. I did not think that was out.
I have to say as well, because I don't think any of us expected Dash to go into the corner, which is why we didn't even consider that as a move. I think OJ was just planning on taking, just trying to TLT.
I'd
He was
have risked the
expecting-
damage if I was Tobias and just not barrel
Exactly,
just to
exactly.
go for that HLC. Just
kill Nim.
you only need to get 3.
Yeah.
That's
kill him.
that's what everyone was expecting. I think Tobias again is being careful, and OJ capitalised.
So Miranda 2 turn in, Nim 4 forward, maybe a roll. Dash.
Miranda 2 hard or 1 forward.
Maybe even a 1 bank just to pressure Dash. So that Dash, if he 1 hards and barrel rolls, doesn't bump.
you've got the range 1 shot.
Yeah.
With what Nim's got, Dash has got, and I'd be pretty comfortable. 3 dice, it's a free shot at this point in time.
Yeah.
One,
Sorry.
No, it's alright. I was trying to see if there were shoes left on Miranda.
No. Just lost
So
them
we've
both.
just had confirmation that Matthias Wagner is through. Do we know what he was
He's
using?
running Nim Miranda. He's at 98 points. He's got protons and thermals on his Nim, harpoons and bomblet on his Miranda.
Interesting.
Thank you, list juggler.
OJ's
You have a very good memory.
He knocked me out yesterday, round 6.
That would be
So,
why you know
mirror.
it very well.
Yeah.
Is interesting enough, is OJ.
OJ's
relying on the
97 points and
There we
will
go.
smash the mirror because he's had enough practice of it.
Yeah. I mean,
Is that because of you, by any chance?
What's Miranda done?
Dropping a bomb.
Yeah, of course.
dropping a bomb because you can? Not.
Yeah.
And the oh hello. Is this is spend a shield and half health territory?
She's got no
shields.
She's exhausted shields.
Oh
but
yeah,
it's
she got
still.
wiped. Do you just regen here then?
Nah, just
You need to do how much to dash to half point
you've
in?
got
4?
five. You've got 5 minutes.
5 minutes. It's. I mean, dash
But
is.
it's again,
Nim
it's
is
two good
Nim
HLC
is,
shots.
Nim is gone.
Which bomb do you leave?
The one in front of Dash, I would let the bomblet go because it won't hit Miranda.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you're just going to bomb it when it reveals anyway. So if Dash does a 3-bank barrel roll out into back towards the board edge here, there goes Nim. Goodbye.
Yeah. Nim is now barrel rolling away as fast as his little engines can carry him.
What's left of them?
He does not want to be anywhere near Dash Render.
So Dash 4 forwards next turn.
Yep. I think Miranda will probably just slam and keep bubbling him.
Yeah.
I don't think Dash can actually get away from Miranda here if she just doesn't hard to.
Yep, smart, letting the bomblet go. Pausing the other ion to threaten.
Yeah, because if Dash is slowed down for one more turn, then regen? Regen, yeah. Sensible. Spends the focus.
Spends the focus, no damage.
Wear down Ray. How much can we see Ray?
There's a
4
lot
or
on there.
5.
Oh wow, okay, yeah.
There's a lot.
Ray is rolling in the money.
Yeah, we've got the time on screen, thank you.
Yeah, that's.
It's if you're interested, the time maybe a little bit faster than the clock.
I did start a little bit.
Yeah.
I started as soon as I
So
either way, typically, because this is a computer script, it's not a clock.
Yeah.
So there's
it
some.
may lose some time.
it loses
Yeah.
a bit.
Well, we'll see. I will get a loud voice in our ear.
Typically, a difference of 20 seconds doesn't really count.
Yeah. Vince Kingston will shout.
The only tables left in the live stream table, so I'm going to shout him.
Oh, okay.
Fair enough.
So 4 forwards the quickest Dash can go, right?
Yep.
4 forward, maybe a roll,
You would
but
probably.
the roll might rock him.
You'd
I'm
probably
gonna-
want to do the 4 forwards and roll. It doesn't matter if it rocks him.
I would 3-bank to Dash's right and barrel roll in just to get another shot off on Miranda.
Here we go, looks like a big 4 forward.
Yeah,
he's
and
going
this
for
is
it.
why I don't play
And that's
Dash.
straight on the bomb, so he's going to have to barrel roll.
He can't. He can't dodge it.
Oh,
Surely.
no, he can't.
He can't
no
dodge it.
barrel roll will take him out of that.
But if he barrel rolls upwards, he will get a shot on Miranda, or at
Yeah.
least. Oh no, or the other way.
Well, that's the way that makes sense to
You
go.
made a mistake. Is he going to change his mind and go the other way?
Well, you can't really now. You
the
should put the
template
template
No,
down.
no. The problem that he.
Well, you can't do that
He's now
either.
realised he's going to be on the rock next turn. He should have gone the other way because then at least he gets shots on Miranda.
He still can reposition next turn. It's
He can, but then you want target
Nim
loss.
drops thermal
Yep.
straight behind him.
Yep. At least Tobias still has his game face on. He's.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the other problem. That's why you should have barrel rolled left.
Yeah.
So you're taking a double line.
Well, the
Bonnet,
iron,
sorry.
the iron will iron you,
And that's range
Miranda
one
will shoot you with 4 dice because she just regened her shield. You'll take the bomblet, maybe 1 damage. You'll take some beam damage. So the likelihood is he'll half dash this turn and use 1.
Depends if it's going to let that iron go.
So I would let the bomblet go,
Oh, yeah,
see the damage
bomblet.
on Dash, and then decide about the ion. Oh well, he's still got to do Nim.
I was going to say, well, Nim's going to get out of here.
Yeah, he lets both of them go and leaves that one for
Yeah.
Dash to run into next turn.
And actually, I think you regen with Miranda, just to make it safe.
No.
No,
Because if he halves dash, he's won. It doesn't matter if he
But
kills
he's
one
got to
of
do
the
4
ships.
shields on Dash to half him. This must be one of the most opinionated commentaries you've ever had, Simon.
It's quite fun. I'm
I get a
enjoying
lot of
this.
criticism.
I'm
I
enjoying
don't
this.
talk enough about this sort of stuff.
So what you've instead got is a very experienced player and someone who doesn't know what he's talking about.
Who's the experienced player? Because we've
Clearly-
got the most attractive X-Wing player in the UK here. Ollie
This is
Pocknell,
this
ladies and
is
gentlemen.
the Ollie Pocknell.
He was asked to be on stream earlier.
Jesus, I hate you guys.
Wow,
So-
harsh words.
Nothing for Bomblet, 1 from Sabine.
Oh, 17 damage.
Yeah,
Ions
so-
for everyone.
Yeah, so Dash is down to 3 shields.
3 health left. I think I now agree with you. If the bomber had done 1 damage, I would have shot with 4 dice. Now that it hasn't done 4 damage...
But we are in the final minute, so OJ shouldn't be able to lose at this point.
You say that?
Unless they blast through a round. Well, no, with Nim Dash 1 forwarding, Nim 2 harding away next turn.
OJ will have an eye on the clock, so it's a question of whether he's...
He regens again.
Fair enough. Both of the hands are shaking here. Now here's a question.
There's the handshake.
There's the handshake.
And that's the game.
So that's time.
Ashok has disappeared to congratulate his brother.
I think he's conceded.
And there is Ashok hugging his brother. He's
conceded.
well done, Tobias. Well done. That was a very tough game for Tobias there, and he played his dash really well. He got unfortunate that he got Nim caught.
Someone is very happy over a result.
I don't know who won the other one, but they're shouting and screaming. So hey, there we go.
I've been joined by Oliver Pocknell, Seb Brady, and Ashok Hemmings. And we'll be getting interviews with the 2 participants just now.
Lovely.
Right, and let's
We'll
clear
leave it
off.
to you guys.
Rematch. Let's go.
Thank you, Simon.
Okay, Tobias.
Hi.
Commiserations.
Thank you.
Eliminated in top 8. It was a tough matchup, though, wasn't it? Yeah, obviously with his Nim having a higher pilot skill, he was able to react to your movements and bombs, and it made.
I think he's a very good player. He countered every move from my ships.
Yeah.
So it was a very hard game. And
was there any point where you felt that it could have gone in your favour? Obviously, when you lost Nim so quickly.
The first 3 rounds, turns, I barrel rolled dash too much out of range.
Yeah.
So if I can shoot with dash 1 or 2 times more, maybe the game ends otherwise.
Yeah. Okay, I understand.
So I think I done a mistake in this moment.
Cool. And with respect to that, so now you've got your hyperspace invitation.
Yeah.
Okay, your Coruscant invitation. Sorry, you've got that. Is that something you might be considering to do without and paying for the flight on your own, or
no? I don't.
You can't make that. Never mind. Because and we've still got. Have we still got any Germans in the cup? Do you know?
Maybe 1.
Okay, so I understand you've just gone through. OJ's gone through. So it's OJ against Matthias. Matthias Wagner. He'll be German, yeah. Right, and then the other 2 were Russian and Swiss, so we have to see who won from that game.
Only 1 German.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much, man.
No problem.
Thank you for going on stream.
Yo.
No problem.
Much fun.
Thank you. Let me go get OJ.